2 weeks in a row, platinum equipment is coming. New platinum equipment is coming again this week. Whose equipment will it be? Find out tomorrow on our social media. The hint is 62. Stay tuned. Let me push some agendas for you guys, and you can pick your favorite one. There's about 4 ultras that are being spoken about regarding who is going to get this platinum equipment. Here are the contenders. We've got Ultra Gogeta Blue, easily the fan favorite in this conversation. Before the festival even started, people were hoping for his platinum equipment. Next up, we've got Ultra Vegito Blue, the most glazed unit in Dragon Ball Legends history, and to some, still hasn't left the top 10 to this day. We then have Ultra UI Goku, with some amazing evidence that has come up, a very fluid unit with insane movements when played in ranked PvP. And last but not least, Ultra Vegeta, simply dirty fireworks. I'm gonna give you all the evidence for all of them, and then I'll tell you which one I think is most likely, but comment down below what you guys think for this platinum equipment. Let's get into this. So the first character we're gonna talk about is Ultra Gogeta Blue, and with every single character we talk about, we gotta put it in correlation with the hint that they gave, which was 62. It's just a number, 62. And what people did with Ultra Gogeta Blue is they went for the date that he released in Dragon Ball Legends. And you can see here, this is regarding the background availability period at the bottom, but it's also the date that he released. The 28th of December 2022. If you add up all of those numbers, so if you add 12 plus 28 plus 22, you get the number 62, and people are running that as evidence for us getting a Ultra Gogeta Blue platinum equipment. Now, do I think this is reasonable? Honestly, it is. We gotta take it. It's super copium, but it's not wrong. That's the honest truth. I think to go this far, the developers just wouldn't do that. I don't think it's unrealistic, but do I think it's likely? More likely? Most likely? I don't know, but it's the evidence we have, and that's what I'm pushing right now. So Ultra Gogeta Blue's release date is the first piece of evidence. Other evidence that could also add is because his banner returned. Ultra Gogeta Blue's banner returned recently, and if his banner returned, they want people to summon on him so that you could actually use his platinum equipment if they were going to give him one, which would make a lot of sense, honestly. So that's the second reason that we've got as well. And then one final reason, you could take it away from him or you could give it to him. He's on the Z tier boost in PvP, meaning that he's already decent without any extra buffs like a platinum equipment. So without any extra upgrades, just him alone, if you have him high stars at least, can perform in PvP, specifically post 60 time accounts, because that's when his kit really kicks up. Being on the boost, they wouldn't just do that randomly. I guess you could just push the idea that it's because he's a fusion warrior and they obviously dropped fusing Super Gogeta. But of course, Ultra Gogeta Blue, of all fusion warriors, because not all fusion warriors are on the Z tier boost, could add to the idea that he's going to get a platinum equipment. There's not much more towards that. It's really just these 3 things. If you have anything I missed out, of course, let me know in the comment section. But that's the evidence that we've got for Ultra Gogeta Blue if you want to push that agenda. Next up, we've got Ultra Vegito Blue. Now this one isn't being pushed as much, but of course a lot of people are in support of him getting a platinum equipment because it's been a long time since he's actually been a top tier. Sorry guys, that was misinformation. He's always been top tier. Am I right, guys? Anyways, the main piece of evidence for this guy is that his actual DBL code, so every unit has a DBL code, is DBL 61-01U. Now if you actually add the only numbers in this code, so we have 61 and we have 01, 61 plus 01 is obviously 62, which is the code that they actually gave out as the hint. So if this is making sense, that's making sense. You know, you just put 1 and 2 together, you're gonna get the numbers that you're gonna get. So cool. It's not really strong evidence, but what I will also say with him is that they've also returned his banner. And unlike Ultra Gogeta Blue, he is not on the Z tier boost. Now again, this could take away or add to, because he's not on the Z tier boost, it could be the idea that they didn't put him on the boost because he's going to get a platinum equipment that's going to make him way more powerful. So if they put him on the Z tier boost, it would be too overwhelming. But you could also argue against him and say, oh, he is a anniversary finale unit, the 5th anniversary ultra, so they wouldn't just drop it through Twitter. They would obviously give him a reveal. I say obviously, but they might not, you know. So yeah, that's the main thing for him. You could also run the idea of Super Gogeta as well, him being a Fusion Warrior, so Vegito Blue's a Fusion Warrior. It makes a lot of sense. I already mentioned his Ultra Banner returned. If I didn't, I think I did. But yeah, his Ultra Banner returned, which is obviously a big factor for why they want people to summon on him, so that when he does get Platinum Equipment, which would be in 2 days, you know, people actually do have him, you know. But yeah, Ultra Vegito Blue, not much more to go off him, but obviously he's in the talks, so I'm bringing him up. If you want to push that agenda, you can push that agenda. So the third unit we've got here is Ultra UI, a very loved unit. And the evidence here is quite convincing, so just hear me out. There's similarities to the evidence with Ultra Vegito Blue, but obviously note, there is no Ultra return banner for Ultra UI, so his banner hasn't returned yet, which could also be a reason, but it's like an invisible reason. It's not evidence, but it's more like we're working backwards, you know. Anyways, the main piece of evidence is his code, similar to Ultra Vegito Blue. The code here is DBL66-04U. Now, unlike Ultra Vegito Blue, whose code was DBL61 minus or dash 01U, this one here, there's no manipulation that you have to do to make it make sense. So I kind of ignored the dash when I was referring to Ultra Vegito Blue's quote-unquote hint and added the numbers instead of including the dash. So if you do 61 plus 1, that's going to be 62, which is the hint that we are looking at. But in this case, you don't need to do any manipulation of his code. 66 minus 4, that's immediately 62, which is going to be the hint that we're looking for, which could make UI a very valid contender for what we're looking at, you know? So that's the first hint, very convincing in my opinion. The second hint is that we got a free-to-play Jiren, like literally just out of nowhere. I remember watching the reveal, like, what the hell what are they releasing this for? Like, this is the most random thing ever. But hey, it might not be random once we get to part 2, and depending on who gets the platinum equipment, if it's Ultra UI, it would make a lot of sense. They give us a free-to-play Jiren, which is literally who UI was fighting most of the time, you know, and then Ultra UI gets a platinum equipment, which works out very, very well. Done deal. There's nothing more to it, to be honest. Those are the two pieces of evidence for Ultra UI. Personally, I think this is convincing. All of them are all convincing to a degree, but what agenda do you want to push here? But yeah, that's all the evidence that we've got for Ultra UI. Let's get into the fourth one. Now, the last one we've got here is Vegeta, and honestly, it would make a lot of sense because they're announcing it on Twitter that it could be a free-to-play unit, Vegeta being a free-to-play unit, and the only free-to-play Ultra that doesn't have a platinum equipment. Goku has one, Omega Shenron has one, this guy doesn't. So that's a conversation to be had in itself, but a lot of people are running the episode of Dragon Ball Z, so it's 62. It's not really the episode that Vegeta does the dirty fireworks, but you know, it involves Vegeta as they're trying to make him immortal through getting the Dragon Balls on Namek. But you could also add the idea that because Ultra Super Saiyan Goku got a platinum equipment, he's also a character from Namek, so they're also trying to get Vegeta up there so the team can actually still be run. There's not much more to talk about. Like, the episode 1 isn't really convincing because it's not really where Vegeta does his moment for the unit, and the Ultra Super Saiyan Goku getting a platinum equipment does support the Namek saga thing. So this one I'm more convinced about versus the episode idea that a lot of people are trying to bring up. So yeah, I also do think because he's a free-to-play unit and the last one that hasn't got a platinum equipment out of the Ultras, it would make a lot of sense to give him one. So yeah, there's not much to go off regarding free-to-play Vegeta, but there is still something to go off of based off all that I've showed you, you know? So yeah, take that as you will. Me personally, I'm gonna give you my opinion right now. Now, honestly, it makes the most sense out of all of these picks, in my opinion anyways, to go for Ultra UI Goku. I feel like with every single unit that I've mentioned in this video, so the 3 other Ultras, Ultra Gogeta Blue, Ultra Vegito Blue, and Ultra Vegeta, besides from Vegeta, I'll get to that in a bit though, there is an idea of manipulation. When we talk about the dates of Ultra Gogeta Blue, we have to ignore the 2000 and add the 22 to get the full 62. So that's partial manipulation that I'm not really taking on as a clean piece of evidence, you know. But his banner did return, so if you want to take that idea, you can, and you could still potentially be right. With Ultra Vegito Blue, you have to ignore the dash for the actual code to add up to get to 62, which again is manipulation. So I can't take it as clean evidence. Another reason why I'm not going Vegito Blue, but again, his banner did also return. So if you want to take him as evidence as being the correct platinum equipment unit, you could be right. But with Vegeta, However, the episode doesn't match up, so the only thing you're really running is the absence of evidence, which is the fact that he doesn't have a platinum equipment. And then on top of that, Super Saiyan Goku, which is quite insane for them to go two weeks in a row with 2 free-to-plays. I digress though, they might do that. So I have to go with the straight drop 66 minus 04. Like, that's so clean. That's so clean. And the free-to-play during, it just makes a lot of sense to go that way. I feel like everything else you're kind of manipulating in your favor, whereas with UI Goku, it's right there, black and white. You don't have to touch it. It really just makes sense right in your face. So yeah, I'm gonna take UI Goku, but of course you guys are free to your opinion, as you could still be right. But yeah man, that's the end of the video. Let's just see what we get in regards to the ultra platinum equipment. Regardless of who it is, I just hope the platinum equipment is good. You know, they did pretty good with Super Saiyan Goku. They gave him a lot of damage and he can actually keep up, but he's not too overwhelming. He still has weaknesses, which means you can overcome him. And for a free to play, I think that's the best way to go about it. Just make them usable off of damage. Don't give them too many mechanics, because then they feel like they're actually overvaluing the free to play units against the pay to win ones. So the ones that you summon one, not really pay to win because you can be free to play and get them, but you guys know what I'm saying. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.